Hello everybody! Welcome to my recording stream of Parker's Playgrounds and Mega Livecasts. Now, the reason I'm recording right now is because a few weeks ago I put a post on the My Little Pony community on Google+, and it was basically me trying to start a trend, and that trend was that anybody who had The Sims 3 and was a Brony could recreate their OC in The Sims 3. Now, I'm going to demonstrate what I wanted to happen with that, and I've gotten some pretty critical responses, like critically acclaimed responses to that post. People saying that this trend wouldn't be, well, good enough for the community. They say it was stupid. Well, I'm here to prove everybody wrong, and I am going to basically show you what I wanted to happen with some people on the Brony fandom. So without further ado, let's get this started. Now, since I didn't get any OC responses from any, since I didn't get any OC emails from any of the people who saw the post, I'm going to be recreating like 3 of my own OCs that I've created. Alright, I've wasted enough time. Let's get to it. Once we start, there is no turning back. I'm going to be doing Appaloosa Plains because it's the closest I can get to any My Little Pony or Ponyville type of town. This is just a loading screen where I have to find certain things that are appearing in the images. I don't think it really does anything other than give you some lifetime happiness points by rewarding you for the clicking. It's basically a point-and-click mini-game within the game. My mic audio is... Hold on a sec. Didn't realize my desktop audio was louder than my mic audio. I'm trying to get the levels right in OBS. Open Broadcaster software, that's what I'm using to record. So I'm sorry if the quality is crappy. I know I'm not that good with filming, and I really need to get better equipment. But that's why I'm trying to do things that will keep my YouTube channel alive. It's one of the reasons I'm doing this, is to get more traffic for my YouTube channel within the Brony fandom and other fandoms as well. Come on. You can load. Come on, please don't crash on me. There we go. I was just exiting the window and entering it. I really have to shave. Sorry, my face is itchy. Especially around the beard area. And the nose. Sorry. Now, knowing my luck, this recording is probably going to last a couple hours, so if you want to watch it, you can, but if you don't, that's totally fine. But know that this is going to be my attempt at creating a trend. That's weird. Why did it fade away again? Oh, good lord, I'm tired. Come on. Please don't crash on me. And yes, if you didn't notice just now, I do lick my mustache. But only when it's itchy. Come on. Come on. You can just skip ahead through the video to the point where I'm creating the OCs. It doesn't really matter. Then again, you can skip to any point in the video. I won't hold it against you. Oh, Lord, I'm tired. I often flick and light Zippo lighters when I'm bored. Wow. And people call the things I do retarded. Because that right there is retarded. What a risk taker. I mean, I admire that he's taking that many risks from cutting himself with those machetes, but juggling knives, that's dangerous. Jugglers freak me out, especially when they do this. It's what I don't like about this image. Alright, let's do this. Yeah. Alright, so the first OC that I'm going to be creating is this guy right here above my head. Yeah, this guy up here. He's my very first OC, and was supposed to be a reflection of myself when I first created him, but now he's got quite a bit of a backstory. I'm writing a novel about him, but I'm not even halfway through writing it yet. In fact, I'm not even a fourth of the way through writing it yet. But that's beside the point. The point is I'm going to be recreating him in The Sims 3 today, and I tried doing it before, but that's where I got the idea. I did this before, but I'm doing it again so that people can see what I did. So without further ado, let's create a household. Oh man, I really have to get some new processors for my computer. Alright. Okay, first thing let's do, let's change the supernatural type to witch. That's the closest I'll get to a unicorn pony with the magic. I'm gonna move the image so that you can see the sim. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. I really should have thought of this before I even began this stream. This is really getting out of hand. Where can I move this thing? I'll just make it small. I'll just make the image smaller. Move it right here. I hope that's enough for you guys. I'm sorry that I can't really do anything to fix much right now, but that's because I don't have anybody watching the stream right now. I'm not live casting, I'm recording. So there isn't much that I can do right now. I'm sorry, but that's the way it goes. First, let's go with the name next. Oh, whoops. The desktop audio is a little quiet. Okay. Let's move on to the skin tone now. I'm gonna get as close as I can. Looking at my stream monitor, trying to get this right. I think that's about as close as I'll get to his skin. Now let's change the hair. Let's see, what hairstyle can I use to represent Snap-on? Maybe this one? It's not close enough. I need one where the bangs go up, like this. Looking in the stream, trying to get this right. Okay, that might be close enough. Now let's change the color of the hair. That's about as close as I'll get to making the hair, make it look young without doing too much red. Okay, let's do the highlights now, and the tips. Okay, I think that's about as close as I'll get to his hair. Let's see here. Okay, now I'm actually going to move on to the eyebrows and other stuff. Let's do something that'll make him look less mad. Alright, let's do that. Just a beard now. I'll move on to the eyes in a sec. Let's see. I think that's maybe this. No, that's too long. Yeah, maybe this is the closest I'll get. I'm not sure, but that's just my opinion. I don't have anybody watching, so I can't really ask for your guys' opinion right now. So, just do me a favor and don't really complain all that much. Now let's make him a bit more manly by giving him some chest hair. I know you can barely see it. Alright, let's go with the looks now. He's male, so... I've seen what the faces look like from the front in the show. I've seen what the stallions look like from the front in the show, My Little Pony. But I'll try to make it as accurate as I can to that, without compromising much of anything. I think that's the closest that I might get. Now let's change the eyes. Get to a lighter green. The OC has pretty big eyes, but the eyes can't get much bigger than this unless I'm playing The Sims 4. That's about as big as the eyes can get, so yeah. And the nose. Yeah, I think that's pretty much good enough for now. And let's see. Now I'm actually going to move on to the clothing. Let's start with the everyday wear. I always start with the everyday wear. Let's see. Well, I know what he wears. I just sometimes have trouble finding it. Hold on a sec. There might be something. It might be in one of the expansion pack clothings. Excuse me. Excuse me. just so you know, I don't have really that good of a fashion sense. So excuse me if the clothing is not what you like and is not part of your fashion sense. This is my fashion sense. So, yeah. Let's see. Hmm. He's wearing something similar to this in my arts, my OC arts. So I guess I'll use this in my Equestria Girls version of of this OC that I posted earlier in my on my profile and in the Brody community. He was wearing a jacket similar to this, and it was a blue. Let's see, darker blue. Yeah, there we go. The picture that you see, that was the color he wore, and before he got into blue. His favorite color is red, but he always chooses blue, and vice versa. That's also for me. So, yeah. Hmm. If I remember correctly, in the painting, my OC has a red shirt. So I'll just do that. He has black pants. Like gray, dark gray pants. Let's change the muscle size. I forgot to do that. The body weight to match more of the EQ, hey, the Equestria Girls version of the OC. You know what? I'm starting to get tired of that beard. Let's do something that's
Zoozle.
a little more suited to him. Maybe something like this. I think that looks good. I think that looks better than the last version. Okay, I think I have the everyday wear got down. Now let's do the formal wear.
Sool.
What suit should I use? No, not that one. That's too Chinese. It's too much from the World Adventures. I want something that's more original, from the original Sims adventures. Sims 3 expansions. Like the Sims 3 pre-contents. I think, and... he wears a red suit. Like an all red suit. Even his shoes are red in the suit. Like red and black shoes. Now let's do the sleepwear.
There's a cheek.
You know what? I'll do something that's a little more of a man's sleepwear. So I'll do this. There we go. Let's get rid of these slippers. Come on. Oh, no, I remember how to get rid of them now. Let's see here. Athletic wear.
Suzel.
I think that might be good enough. Let me just change the color. Or maybe I'll change the outfit instead. That looks more like a swimwear type of thing. I think that's good.
Nayaka.
Swimwear.
Oh.
Okay, he likes that.
Oh, a Zadurpa.
That looks too much like sleepwear to be outwear. So let's do something a little more suited. That looks pretty suited to weather wear. Yeah. He's ambitious. He's a computer whiz. I know he likes gathering stuff.
Yarg.
Let's see, lifestyle. He definitely loves his family, I'm sure of that. That's what he was. That's how he was when I created him.
Gansett.
And let's see. And he's a lucky guy. Lifetime wish.
Oh!
Let's do a customized one. You know, I'll do the become an astronaut strand. Reach level 10 of the military career. Or maybe, since in the story, in my mind, he's now an emperor, so I'll do leader of free world. Reach level 10 of the political career. And favorites and voices. He likes pop music, and his favorite color. Normally you can't really choose between red and blue, but I can't really pick a color myself between red and blue, which is what's similar to him. So I'll do red for now. His favorite food. Since he's a sim, I'll just do a regular food. He does like key lime pie. And his astrological sign is Aries. Or maybe, well, yeah, I'll just do Aries. That's my astrological sign. Let's see here. It looks like I might have everything. So, let's see here. I'm also, let's see, now I'm gonna save this sim to my custom sim bin. Okay, I've been recording for about 34 minutes. So, let's move on to the next sim, which is Beth. This one right here. This one right here. Hold on. Now I've got everything where I want it. Now, let's move on to the next sim. Create a sim.
So.
Let's do something from a template. All these expansion packs. I always like to start out with this pre-made sim.
Dag.
I always like to start out with this sim.
Pre-Nufa.
Let's change the clothing to something that's more her. I know that shirt is already her. That was the Equestria Girls base that I had. But let's change to a skirt. Gotta find something that resembles the painting that I did. I think that's about as close as I'll get. Let's change the color. now that I have a everyday wear that I like, I'll actually move to the hair now. What's a good representation of this hair right here on the OC picture? If only this one was longer. There might be something that I'm looking for. No, that one's not really my type. Plus, it's not really all that good of a representation. This one's good, but it doesn't have the bang covering one eye. Oh well, I guess it's close enough. Let's change the color now. I think that looks good. I think that's good for the hair. Yeah, I think that's a good face shape. Let's go to the eyes. The eyes need to be a little bit more of a greenish blue. I think that's good. Now let's change the eye scale. Let's see. Okay, let's move on to the nose now. I think it looks pretty good. She has freckles. I think that's close enough. I forgot to put freckles in the painting that I did of these two OCs that I've created.
Salaba Wifa.
She doesn't have any tattoos. So, yeah. Yeah.
Suzu.
Let's move on to the shoes now. Hmm. She's into supernatural type boots. And they're pink and red. I think those look good. Great, the game's lagging. Let's do the formal wear
Snar,
next.
kushla.
Let's see here. Has to be something that I can use. Maybe something like this. Let's see. Yeah, something like that'll do. I'm sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm like really tired. I haven't gotten much sleep lately. Speaking of sleep, now we're moving on to the sleepwear. Since this is a stream for all ages, I'm not really going to do something too revealing. Maybe something like this. Yeah, that'll do.
Rafia.
Let's see. Athletic. I'll do that real quick. I think that's actually pretty good.
Dag dag.
Yeah, that's too adult-like. I'll do something more suitable to younger audiences in the Brony fandom. I think that'll do. Let's change the color. That's good enough. And now for the outwear.
Suzu.
I'll do something different. And this'll do, I think. With the exception of a change of color. Is that a ring? Hold on. Okay. Let's change the traits. She's a genius. Childish. Not clumsy, not daredevil. She is adventurous. Ambitious. She's a gatherer, like... No, let's make a lifestyle. She's also family-oriented. In her lifetime, we shall make it surrounded by family. Just so you know, I think I forgot to include the genius trait. Instead of lucky, I'll put genius.
Subakawa Deeb, Dooney Herg, Torna.
Now let's create another sim. But first let's name this one. And then save it to the bin. Beth. Pollens. Oop. Beth Pollens. That's the name of the name of her mother in the novel that I'm writing about my OCs. Let's see. Now let's add another. Wait, save this to the bin first. Almost forgot to do that. Ow. Oh wait, I forgot to change the supernatural type. I'm gonna make her a fairy. And change the wing color as well. Let's see. Dreamy dragonfly. Yeah, I think that's close enough. Let's save this sim again. Now, let's move on to the next sim. Which is Strawberry Charm. This one right here. You can see it over there on the stream screen. It's over there. Right above. If you need me to fix anything, let me know. No, hold on. Just let me fix the overlay for a sec. Let's go again with the pre-made sim. Let's see here. Got a lot of mosquito bites. Before I came back home last night. Last night I went on a trip to Island Park for my aunt's birthday. And quite a few things went wrong. I think I will start with... I think I'll start with this sim again.
Zalaba Wifa. Nushki Zanzi.
Itch. Oh god, that hurt. That stings. Okay. She's not really any special type of pony. She's just an earth pony, so... let's see. Ah, crap! I completely forgot to change Beth's skin tone. Completely forgot. Completely forgot. Let's see. Yeah, let's change that real quick. I think that's about as close as I'll get. Let's save this sim again. Now I'll know which saves to delete later on. Okay, back to Strawberry Charm. As soon as this saves, yeah, there we go.
Snar Kushla.
First things first, the name. Strawberry Charm. Now let's change the skin tone. Maybe this, no, this, dang it. I wish I could do a custom color of skin. That would make it so much easier. Oh well, I think that's as close as I'll get. Maybe. Maybe over here. No, it's just the same. Dang it. Yeah, I think that's a bit closer, but yeah, maybe that's as close as I'll get. Let's do the hair now. Let's see. Let's change the hair color. That actually does look pretty close. Now let's change the hair color. maybe if I reverse the colors. I think that's about as close as I'll get right now. Now let's change the eyebrows. Yeah, I think those are good. Now let's see here. Change the eyelash length. And let's also do the color of the eyes. But first the head shape. That'll do. Okay, let's do with the eyes now. Yeah, that's good. Let's change the eye scale to make it match more of the pony form, the Equestria Girls form. That nose will do. Now I'm just gonna have to make up an outfit right off the bat because I haven't made an Equestria Girls form of this OC yet. Maybe something from the Diesel expansion pack will do something good. Or maybe something from the University Life expansion pack.
Britna.
Well, she likes that. This sim at least. Now let's do the bottoms. I think this might do. I think that's good for now. Now for the formal wear.
Dag.
I'm definitely gonna go with this. She always wears red clothing because it's part of her character.
Snar, kushla.
If you hear that, little kid, it's my cousin Marcus. My cousin and my aunt are staying with me for the majority of these. The majority of my mom being gone. She's in, yeah, my dad. My parents are in Europe right now on a trek, and there's really nothing that I can do about it. Athletic wear. I think something like this will do.
Rafia.
I think I might change the swimwear. I apologize for any suggestive themes that may or may not have occurred throughout this stream, throughout this recording, but rest assured, I am fully in control of this game. Now let's change the personality. Let's see. She is a nurturing type of person.
Nizo.
That is just wrong. An adult cuddling a teddy bear, that is just wrong. It's creepy. No offense intended towards those who think otherwise. Oh, it's happening. I'm about to sneeze. Oh, bless me. She has a good sense of humor. I know that she's family oriented.
Oh, Nabila.
And she's very friendly.
Dag.
I'm gonna do Leader of Free World. Her favorite music is pop. And she likes fruity things. She loves fruit parfaits. And the favorite color red. And her zodiac sign is Virgo. I think that's about as close as I'll get for everything. Let's save the sim to bin. Now, let's see here. I think I'll accept this arrangement of sims.
Suzu.
Oh wait, I forgot Beth's trait.
Nushki Zenzi.
I'm going to have to
Dag Dag.
Choose a lifetime wish. Forgot about that. Family. Surrounded by family. Either I forgot to include that trait, or the computer suddenly
Sool.
glitched. The game glitched in a certain way. Maybe I'll change Beck's lifetime wish as well. More than a machine. It came with the Sims 3 Into the Future expansion pack. It's where you reach level 10 of the bot building skill and give a plum bot, which is a type of sim bot, sentience. Excuse me. Let's see if I've got everything.
Pre-Nufa.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I thought I chose Leader of Free World.
Weeb.
Come on, game.
Rafia.
Come on, game. Why? Maybe world-renowned surgeon would fit her personality better. Yeah, do I have everything?
Salaba Wifa.
I'm just gonna name this household OC Sims. Edit relationships. Okay. And in my story, Beck and Beth are currently married, so I'll just do that, and I'll make I'll make Strawberry Charm a housemate of these guys. So, without further ado, let's save it. Now, I'm going to move them into a house later on in my own time, but until then, he'll just have to try to imagine what a house with them would look like. Yeah? Sure. And that was my aunt. She was asking what I wanted for lunch. And you know what, on second thought, the household is saved into my edit town feature. See, right here, OC Sims. I think maybe I will edit a house. If I said that I was going to, if I said that I was going to edit a house, if I said that I wasn't going to put them into a house, I'm sorry that I said that. I actually am going to put them in a house so that you won't have to imagine what a house would look like for them. I think I'll edit up this one. Okay. I think I'll edit this one a bit. Add another bathroom maybe. So let's see. Let's choose a different bed and add another bedroom. I'm gonna try and give minimal price to the house, less than $20,500, because that's the household funds for the household I just created, which was the OC Sims. So go to blueprints, add another bedroom. I guess I'll do the spare bedroom. Let's move this bush. Okay. Preview blueprints. Okay. Except now let's change the roof so that it goes over this room as well. Roofs. Let's see what happens if I turn on auto roof. It's not bad at all. Now let's change the wall on the outside. Alright. This bed might not be the most comfortable, but it's what this room came with, so I'm gonna make it that way. Crap, what color was the inside of this room? Oops. Okay, roof is still there. Let's put some simple flooring on there. Thank God they didn't increase the price of the house. Yeah, maybe I'll put a spare bathroom in as well. Simple. Bathroom simple. Maybe I'll put it right here. Hopefully that didn't increase the price of the house too much. Damn it, it did. Oh well, I guess I'll just leave one bathroom. And change the shower to something a little more comfortable. I don't really have to do anything about the toilet, but let's change the fridge and the stove as well. Dang it, my ears ringing again. The fridge. Let's do something like this. It's a bit more comfy, but it'll also yeah. So let's get rid of this, replace it with the cowpoke stove. Okay, that didn't increase it too. That didn't. I still have a bit. I still have a couple, like $140, $137 before the price increases too much. Or simoleons. That's what the currency is called in this game. Simoleons. Hope the fire alarm doesn't cost too much. Let's also put a burglar alarm where this fire alarm is. Dang it. It increased the price too much. I guess we'll have to save the burglar alarm for later. Right here will do. Maybe if I remove a few things from this lot. Well, actually, the household I built can afford this now. Yeah, save it. I'll save the extra stuff that I need for later. Okay. Let's save this lot so that I don't have to edit it later on. Oh, God. Now, let's move this OC Sims household into here. Yep, 137 simoleons. I was right earlier. Alright. Now let's choose this household and start playing as these OC Sims for a bit. And then I'll close the stream here. Well, their careers they want, almost all the careers that these Sims want match their lifetime wishes. So let's see. Yep, I've got enough room for these Sims. So let's play. Or maybe, yeah, I'll just end the stream here. It's already been like an hour and 20 minutes now. So, yeah. I'll save and quit here. Appaloosa Plains A1. I'm using the A1Z26 characters to define which world it is. It's a type of cipher. The A1Z26 cipher, which replaces each letter in the alphabet with the corresponding number of its position. For example, A becomes 1, and Z becomes 26. There of the name as well. Alright. Well, that was me recreating some OCs in The Sims 3. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and it took a really long time for me to practice this idea with the previous Sims that I did before this. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. It really helps me to. It really helps me a lot when you watch these things. And go ahead, go to the YouTube channel where this is uploaded. Leave a like, subscribe, all that crap. Just, it really helps me out a lot. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.